Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Fudd Around and Find Out. I'm here with my girl Ashanti. Hey Ashanti.
Hey, how you doing, girl?
I'm great. So excited to be back on the pod. How are you doing?
I'm cold. I'm cold because why would New York City have one of the biggest snowstorms ever since forever?
Like, why not? Did you go play in the snow?
Play? Girl, I was hiding. Are you kidding?
You're so lame.
Let me say something. Listen, even on my way here to record this, I got stuck in my Uber. No, I kid you not. It was so bad that the people on the street came to help us get out of the snow. I was like, the community is surrounding me in ways that I didn't expect.
That's actually really funny.
It's insane. So, no, I didn't play in the snow this go around.
You missed out.
Listen, how was it for you? Because I know like your game changed.
Yes. So we had our game moved from Sunday to Saturday because they're like, oh, we might not be able to get home. We don't want to be stuck in New Jersey. And we would have been stuck. There's no way. The way it was coming down yesterday, there's no way we would have been able to make it home. So it was a lot of fun to have like we had an off day. We could enjoy the snow.
That's cute.
I went to go shoot in the morning and we came back and it was just, it's a winter wonderland. And my Christmas tree is still up. So Loki was giving Christmas vibes.
Girl, not the Christmas tree.
Khalees was in there. She was like, it feels like Christmas is coming.
Well, you had an extra white Christmas again because that snow was insane. Now, when I used to live in Manhattan, I used to go to Central Park and take like a little, what do you call those things that you like go down the hill with?
A sled?
No, it's not a sled, but it's like a big, I guess it kind of is like a sled, but it's like a big piece of plastic and you sit on it and you go down like the hill. But anyways, those days are over. Now I go down the hill and hurt something, girl, I'll be out of commission for life.
You're so lame.
Listen, I'll be that. I'll be healthy and lame, girl.
You can be healthy and sled. Just be responsible. I wouldn't know because I don't do that. Obviously. Never.
No, would never. Especially not during season.
Absolutely not.
No. So you're in conference. You're like, deeper in conference play now. Does it feel different than like preseason or not preseason, early season, non-conference play?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I feel like when you hit this point, mid-January, it's like when the grind starts to hit. It's like you're in conference. It's almost, our schedule is almost, it's basically like off day, either 2 practice or 1 practice game, off day, practice, travel game, off day game. Like it's so everything is back to back, no rest. You're just on the grind. So I feel like this is the time where you start to get tired. It's easy to fall into that. Like you're tired.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's been our goal. We've been really trying to make sure we're still having fun, competing, and getting better.
Well, as usual, super fun to watch, and I'm excited for you.
Thank
you guys
you.
are still undefeated. I know you're still taking it one day at a time or one game at a time.
One practice at a time. Really.
I know. Listen, how do you it can be a very long season, especially when it's like back to back to back. How do you rest or how do you take time to recover in between all this?
Oh, I don't play about my recovery.
Period.
I don't play about that. So honestly, the game change was really nice so that we could have this off day, but it was tough because we went from Georgetown, we stayed the night there, and then we drove to New Jersey the next morning, literally drove right to the gym, practiced, went to the hotel, dinner, went to bed at an early wake up, no shoot around, had the game. So like the lack of recovery we got definitely hit me. I'm old. My body's old. It hurts.
I'm old.
And I didn't pack. I didn't pack thinking we were going to not go home. So I would have brought more recovery stuff with me. Mm-hmm. But I think making sure that, especially at this time, recovery is such a priority. Like usually an off day, it's like, okay, like, well, let me go get my own shots in. Let me do my own workout. This time of the season, it's like, no, that doesn't make any sense. Like I need to sauna, I need a massage, I need a cold tub, I need to roll out, I need to do my soft tissue, I need to get treatment. Like you just go down that list. Being able to
mm-hmm. Heavy on the sauna. Oh, I love a good sauna session. Woo.
Do you really?
Yes. What? Listen, next time I'm at UConn, I'm coming for the sauna in the cottage. Okay.
Okay.
I'm locked in. But yeah, I love a good sauna. But look, good luck to you and the rest of your season. You keep staying locked in. I'm going to be right there watching. I'm sad I couldn't pull up to Jersey, but a storm was a brewing. And
Yes.
listen, and I was taking public transportation because can you imagine me stuck on there?
Oh,
Girl, I would, exactly. I would be like, everybody pray. But anyways, we have an exciting guest coming on.
We have a super exciting and special guest today. We have Amy Errett, who is let's go through her long list of accomplishments and boss ladiness, the founder and CEO of Madison Reed. She's a partner at True Ventures, a board member of the Wild Salmon Center. She got her MBA from the Wharton School, and her biggest flex, obviously, not being a founder and CEO, but she's a UConn alum who was inducted to the UConn School of Business Hall of Fame, the one and only Amy Errett. Woo! Today we have a super, super special guest, the one and only Amy Errett.
Yes. Welcome, Amy.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited.
Thanks for joining us. Amy is a UConn alum, which I think is so amazing.
Go
UConn
Huskies.
ties run deep. I didn't even know there was a Business School Hall of Fame.
Yeah, you could be in it one day.
Aw.
I could.
I know.
That would be crazy to have my name next year. It's just, I have a lot more boss lady. I got a long way to go before I reach that status.
I think the boss lady is in there. Definitely. I see it.
You're going to help me bring her out.
No question.
Okay, so Amy, how did you and Azzi meet?
Yeah, first thing I want to say, I'm just really honored to be on the show. So thank you for having me. I met Azzi through the strategic partnership that we have with UConn, which is we have our name of the company, Madison Reed, on the court, the basketball court of UConn, both courts, Gampel and the court in Hartford. And through that, we started to explore NIL deals as well. So we reached out to Azzi's agent, and then we just got to know her a little bit. And of course, fell in love with who she is and what she stands for and what an amazing basketball player she is. But first, what an amazing human she is.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, Amy's too sweet to me.
Well, I was going to ask what your first impression was, but I think you said quite a bit.
I saw of course, the accolades that she gets for her athleticism, which are amazing. And she's playing great this year. Happy for her.
Thank you.
And I also saw a lot of other potential, her potential for wanting to be in business, her potential for Azzi's just a kind person. And so I gravitate towards people that like people.
Well said. Azzi, what was your first impression?
I remember meeting you that first shoot, and I think just your energy was really what struck me at first, because I wasn't sure. At least for me, when I hear like CEO, founder, I think like a little bougie, a little not snobby, but like, I don't know, like
strict.
Yeah, definitely strict. But you were so fun. You were just full of energy. You were joking, and you were so excited to be a part of it and so excited to be doing it. So it just made me more excited for that, because it was like a longer shoot day. It didn't feel long, but it definitely was like hours long. So going into it, I was like, oh, it's gonna be a long day. But then you came in, you brought the vibes. I was like, she's happy to be here. I'm happy to be here. So I feel like it just kicked us off to a great start.
That's great. And we've been together. This is our second year. So
yes, it is.
This is our second year, and then we'll follow Azzi wherever she goes.
Aw.
I'm honored.
Ditto. How's that truck? Did you have to get that truck out of the snow this morning?
No, I parked the truck in the garage last night because there was no chance. I don't own a shovel. I don't own like a little scraper thing for the car. There was no chance.
Good.
Tell the people about the truck. What is the truck?
I have the coolest car on campus in the state of Connecticut, in the country, probably.
In the world, I think. It's
in the world.
Universe domination.
Seriously. I have a Madison Reed wrapped Rivian that I'm driving around, and it honestly, it's pretty. It's a great car.
So
We
we're
will have
so
to add a
honored.
picture of it.
We're so honored to have Azzi drive it around. It's awesome. And I get reports from people I know in Connecticut, but on campus. I'll get like a text. Azzi just drove by. I'm like, cool, that's great. Awesome.
Hopefully that's going speed limit.
Was she going too fast?
Oh
let me and then I'll text her, slow down. She's like, this is weird.
How did she know?
Okay, so I want to ask some questions about Madison Reed and kind of the start of that. What inspired you to revolutionize at-home hair color?
I was very concerned about the ingredients. And I'm a mission-based person, so I don't like to work on things that I don't really care about deeply. That's just who I am. And I started to research what was in traditional hair color, and I got really nervous because every friend of mine and my wife, who colors her hair every 10 days, literally has to color her hair every 10 days, was like, she cares about what you put in your body, on your body. And so she started to get concerned. I started to get concerned. She was going to a salon every 10 days. You can imagine how expensive that is. And so then it just became like I was a VC at the time, a venture capitalist. And I just started researching, like, how hard would it be to make hair color and take the harsh chemicals out? And then it just turned into a obsession. And I bought 60 boxes at Walgreens one day, coming home, running errands from Whole Foods. And I stopped in Walgreens for something, picking up something else. And then I'm like standing at that, dreaded aisle of really confusing looking hair color. And I just put 60 boxes in my cart. And when I went to check out, the woman was like, what is happening here? And I got them home, took them all apart. And I was like, oh my God, the experience was terrible. The components were terrible. Did you ever see those gloves? They're like massive. Like you can't, they're just bad. Everything about it was bad. It was demeaning. And I just thought, we're asking somebody to have confidence to be beautiful, but we're torturing her in the process. That made no sense. Smelled terrible. So I just went to work. I didn't know that I was going to start the company. I thought maybe I would fund somebody else to run it because I had been doing a bunch of that. But then once I saw the size of the prize and the potential, I was like, I'm in. So then I raised a bunch of money and fast forward, here we are.
That's amazing. Wait, is that how you came up with your guys' slogan too? You just mentioned how, like, we want these people to be confident.
Confident is the new beautiful.
Which I love that slogan.
That eats.
Yeah,
because it is.
It's named after my daughter. Her first name's Madison. Her middle name's Reed. And sometimes I think that comes across as narcissistic, and that's not what it's meant to come across. What it's meant to mean is that I really want every person to feel the way that a parent feels about their kid, which is that everything is possible for them. I want every human being to use our product to feel like I'm a boss lady. I can go out and just, do anything today. And I like that fact that confidence is not just physical, external beauty. It's how you feel about yourself and how you treat others and how you live in the world. So that was the reason. Plus, I think she has a good name. So I was happy about that.
I completely agree on all fronts. And she has a great personality. And Madison Reed, for everyone who doesn't know her, is an amazing person, just like her mom. So
she loves Azzi. Azzi came over this summer and they weren't interested in Azzi's mom and Claire and I, which they shouldn't be. They were more interested in hanging out with each other.
Yeah, you guys had your adult conversations and we...
Yeah, you had your what made sense for... Azzi, you're 22?
I'm 23 now. I was 22 when I was over this summer, though.
Yeah, okay. So Madison turns 23 in 2 weeks. So you're the same age, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, peers. Okay, so you launched your own formula in 2013.
2013 we started, but it took us a year to get the formulas right. So we really launched in the summer of 14.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how do you even develop a hair dye formula?
So we went to the European Union. We went to Italy because in the EU, most personal care products are much healthier than in the US. They have stricter regulations about what can be in products and what has to be out of products. And so we knew we had a better chance. I talked to a lot of manufacturers in the US and they literally laughed at me. They're like, you can't take ammonia out. You can't take PPD out. It won't work. And women, one guy told me women don't care. They just want to be, they just want their hair to look good. And I said, well, I care.
Oh my gosh.
So,
Yikes.
If I'm going to put our name on it, I care. So I went and I literally went to Italy. This is actually a funny story. Have you ever been to Italy at all? Like I land and there's this guy that picks us up and he's got this like van. And, in Europe, people drive like 300 miles an hour. And it was like sleeting and raining. And I kept thinking to myself, I got to pull this off because if I die in this van, it wouldn't have been worth it. I better find a way to make hair color. I swear to God, that's what was going through my mind. I'm like, gee. So I kept telling him to slow down. He didn't speak any English. It was really funny, actually. And so I talked to 12 manufacturers. And the first 11 literally laughed at me. They were like, you can't do that. You can't sell hair color on the internet. No one's going to buy it. And then lucky number 12, still our partner today. And so we have a factory in Italy where we make the color and then it gets put on a boat and brought to the US and then it's accumulated into different colors and different. And today we'll sell this year or last year, we'll ship like 4 million boxes.
That's crazy.
So, and we sell in 1,600 Walmarts as well, all Ulta stores, Target, and Amazon that are our own site. So, and then we have our own stores where we do your hair for you. Azzi's been in a couple of them, but there's close to 100 now throughout the country and growing.
Serious boss lady stuff.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh my goodness. To start from just wanting to do something better for like your wife who has to go get her hair dyed every 10 days to being in almost every major retail, like that's amazing. So congratulations on that success.
Thank you. I appreciate it. We're starting to also go outside the US now. So we're only in the US. So we have a lot of international global stuff. So
come on.
I know. We're just getting started here.
And you're going to teach Azzi how to also be a boss lady as you guys have an internship brewing.
We do. Azzi's getting credits towards her MBA. I actually think this might be your final credits. Am I right about that, Azzi?
They are my last 3 credits.
All right. We'll go out in style.
Oh my goodness.
And so, Azzi's doing an internship with us in our marketing group. We've put together like a really good set of projects, 2 big projects for her. And they're real. They're not, I can curse on this, right? It's okay.
Feel free.
They're not bullshit. They're real projects that we needed somebody to work on, and we thought she was uniquely positioned to work on them. So we're excited.
I'm super excited. I think this is going to be really cool just to see, like I've been taking classes and everyone in my classes is already working, has been working for years and has experience, and I'm learning all these things, but I have nothing to apply it to or nothing to compare it to. So I'm really excited to learn, especially from you guys, how things work and how to do things the right way.
Yeah, we're honored. And, Azzi will be working obviously remotely, but she'll be on Zoom stuff too. And I don't know, we'll see if we can figure out a way to get together as well. But we're totally excited. We're totally honored. And it's good because I think this is one big thing that I believe in. I think, well, first of all, there is a direct correlation with women in sports and business. So Billie Jean King has the Women's Sports Foundation. It's a nonprofit. They do a study every year. I think last year, close to 90% of the women in C-suite positions were athletes. And I think there's a lot of the same characteristics that you have about commitment, dedication, teamwork, all those things. And so I'm really focused on helping women once they stop playing sports to have careers. And I think that's important.
I agree. And I really appreciate all your efforts.
So Amy, there's a question that we were told that you ask every new hire. Yes. Can you tell us what that question is and why you asked that question?
the question is, can you tell me something that didn't go well in your life, and how did you respond to that? Okay. And the reason that I asked the question is that, Madison Reed's a good example. It's never been just the straight line going up, right? There's been a lot of struggles. There's been a lot of, life is made up of not just the great moments, but I think we really show who we are in life when the not great moments happen. And how do you respond to that? And I think the single most important factor in life is resilience, and your strength comes from that. So I'm just trying to vet for whether somebody, if, something doesn't work out at work, is going to just give up, or whether they're made of what I think really, resilient, persistent, committed people are made of, which is, what do I learn from this, and how do I grow? How do I go the next level in my life? And, adversity makes us stronger. That's for Absolutely. Sure. So that's why I ask it. And I get all sorts of answers, right? I get answers that are fluffy, and those aren't usually ones of people we hire. Lots of fluff out there. I don't have good work-life balance. And I'm like, what the heck is that supposed to mean? And
that's a ChatGPT.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. They're putting it in. They're talking to Perplexity on their phone. Give me the answer to give the CEO. But I get answers that are just like people telling me, like, my mom had cancer and I helped her through, the dying process. I've had depression, and I had to think about, like, why was I going to reorient my life to be committed to something? Like, really extraordinary answers that make us who we are, right?
That's beautiful. And I like that. Because we ain't got no time for no quitters now.
No, I like that question. And I feel like the way someone responds, because you can, like, take the easy way and have a light answer, or you can, like, actually think about it and
be vulnerable, right?
And be vulnerable.
And be, like I always talk about at Madison Reed, I want people to bring their full selves to work. Like, I want to create a culture and an environment where you bring your full self to work. And that means some days you're, not everything's perfect. So it's good. It's worked out as a good question to ask people.
I love it. Listen, if this podcasting stuff doesn't work, y'all hiring?
Absolutely. I'd hire you both in a millisecond.
We appreciate that, and we got that on the record.
Yeah, right. Let's go back. Remind me, like, in like 5 years, you'll play it back for me, like, Amy.
Oh, you remember this? Oh my goodness. Okay, so I'm going to pivot. You mentioned in the beginning or earlier in our conversation about Madison Reed, the logo being on the court.
Yes.
And you guys, moving into NIL deals, et cetera. So why did you decide to work with the Huskies?
Well, first, I'm a Husky. And, there's something about when you bleed blue, you bleed blue.
For life.
Right. And so that's, no, I mean, I think there's some, and then the next thing I'd say is it just so happened that I was partnering with the gold standard, right? Like Gino, CD, Chris Daly, there's a system, and they pick certain women who have certain characteristics with them to play in that system. And I think the system is a very effective way to build camaraderie and a sense of, sisterhood. And so, and the track record was pretty good. So I had a pretty good read. I mean, so let's talk about it from a marketing standpoint. So one standpoint is great team to partner with. Second standpoint was you have to evaluate whether the money you're spending to put the logo on those courts is going to get TV time, right? And is going to get eyeballs and going to get recognition and going to get people in the stands saying, what's that Madison Reed thing? And then, there's a big, LED sign that goes on all the time talking about, buy the hair color, right? Or that is hair color. And I love the fact that so many women come to the games. So we had a really good chance that from a business perspective, it was going to pay off, which, by the way, it has paid off in multiples. And I can kind of quote some things that have happened because of that. And I wanted to support Gino and CD and the system and the school. That mattered to me. So it just worked for those things. But what I also learned, Ashanti and Azzi, was, and this is just advice for anybody out there who has a business thinking about this, you can't just do NIL deals without supporting the school, because then you have misaligned goals. And our goals are aligned now, right? The school wants Madison Reed to win, and NIL players are benefiting from it. So it, like, everybody's winning from the strategic partnerships, right? There's no conflict at all. And I got to understand how important that is. Like, getting the girls for a photo shoot is time when you're playing basketball is, you don't have a lot of it. And so we needed to fit into that system, and hopefully we've been able to do that.
You have, and I feel like you guys also go that extra mile where you care about the deal, the school, but you care most importantly about us as people.
Yes.
And yeah, I don't know. I feel like that you guys really do take care of us and go that extra mile to make sure that we're taken care of, we're happy. You try to support us in any way you can, and we feel that.
Thank you. It really makes me feel good to hear that, because what I've learned a lot in the last 2 years, like, I knew nothing coming into this. And what I've learned is, when you're the brand, the sponsor, you have to treat people well, and you have to be reasonable about your asks, and you have to think about their well-being. Because if you don't, then you're just wasting your money. I mean, that's just honest. And that, I think, these are human relationships. They have to matter more than just the compensation, both ways.
That's really well said.
And I see some brands not doing that, and that bums me out. It really bums me out, because it puts the athletes in a very tough position. And I think it's a partnership, and it just bums me out, because, first of all, the athletes deserve to get paid. 100%.
Come on.
100%.
Clip that.
100%. I mean, I'm very upset about what's happening in the WNBA right now, right? Like, this is, like, what are we talking about here? There's no difference in gender. This is just sports. This is people playing what they love, and they deserve to be compensated. And I mean, I know this is maybe unpopular, because probably we won't get her, but, I'm a Valkyries season ticket holder. It is helped that they're purple. I mean, they did me solid there, right? And, it's sold out I have Warriors season tickets, so I go to both. There's no less people watching the Valkyries than there are the Warriors. Trust me. It is sold out every night. It is crazy in that Chase Center, the support. So what is it that makes it different about those women playing than the men? It doesn't. So I just think that's one thing. And I think as college athletes, if brands don't get that, they have to get that. And so it's not about paying people what they deserve. It's about also how you treat them, right? How you understand their lives, their time commitments, what's important to them. In our case, and I'm happy to disclose this, our deals have been 50% compensation in cash and 50% in equity in the company. So Azzi's of Madison Reed.
Let me get my basketball shoes on.
Azzi's going to be my boss one day. How's that? And because what I want is, when this company gets to be worth a ton of money,
that's amazing.
I want these athletes to have something that they were part of, that they can build wealth.
That is amazing. Y'all got a creators program.
Let's talk.
And honestly, you guys are pioneering something, and I love how invested you are in, like, specifically women's sports, because, as you said, the product has been there. The games are just as full as the male games. So I love it.
Yeah. And who you see in the stands, it's awesome, right? It's just not like women. It's, dads and their daughters. And, it's just so wonderful. It's the way the world should be, right? And yet, anyway, we'll get through this. We'll get to the other side, and we'll understand that this creates great leaders, and we need great leaders in the world.
We sure do. I hope everyone is listening and taking notes from everything you're saying right now.
For a fact. Or follow suit.
Yeah. When people ask me, I mean, AJ, I hope this was okay to say for you. Like the first year that we did this deal with you, Azzi hadn't played the year before, right? I think that's true. And so
It is.
I saw and I knew she was going to come back with fire lit, right? Like she's playing like it's crazy how well you're playing and you deserve it.
Don't get me started.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's just
the girl's playing out of her mind.
She's a beast. And,
Facts.
And I knew it. And people said to me, not in a bad way, well, she didn't play last year. I'm like, I don't care. She's coming back. That she's got the resilience that I'm talking about.
Amy?
Right? She's got the resilience. That's what the world's looking for, is somebody who says, this sucks. This is horrible. I'm either going to give up or I'm going to come back stronger. And people that win come back stronger every time because they realize that it's just a lesson. Whatever you believe in spiritually, whatever that is, it's just what the universe puts in front of you for a reason. And then you rebuild and you rebuild. So I knew that. I had no doubt about that. And then, we go on and win the national championship.
Oof.
Right. And now is it 20-0 or 19-0? I can't keep up.
I think we had 21.
21.
Oh, you see that?
Yeah.
Okay. I just watched you guys. I live in California, so Claire and I are like obsessed. We get our glass of wine and we play.
I know that's right.
And then Claire will be like, "Look at Azzi! Like, look at it!" Every time you hit a 3-point shot, Azzi knows Claire. Claire knows nothing about sports, which is hilarious. But she's like, "Boom!" She says, "Boom!" every time you hit. Boom. I'm like, all right.
I love her.
And like we just got it right. But at the end of the day, the truth of it is that I want Azzi's life to be amazing in the WNBA and then whatever is that is beyond. I mean, look at her. I mean, she could be a model. She can be an actor.
Ooh.
She can do anything she wants. And that's what we need in the world. More role models for kids.
Well, you're a great role model for me. So
I know.
Well,
CEO,
feelings mutual.
Motivational speaker. I mean, what can't you do, Miss Amy?
Well,
there's nothing she can't do.
Well, I'm short. It doesn't appear that way while I'm sitting here, but I wish I had about, if I had 6 more inches, it would make my dreams come true.
So I have a question,
Yes.
Amy. Outside of Azzi,
Yes.
Do you have an all-time favorite UConn player?
Well, there's so many that I think are iconic, but I'm going to go back into the DT. I think DT set a standard. Diana Taurasi, for those that are listening that don't know, that just it was a standard in excellence, toughness, resilience, swag, and there was nothing she couldn't do. And she was focused on that. But there's let's go, like Maya Moore. I mean, Rebecca Lobo, if you really want to go back, to the OGs, it just goes on and on. The list is insane. And, Paige, obviously. But now we're going to add Azzi to that list. And, you got to think about Sarah Strong. I mean, this is like, it's just,
facts.
It looks completely effortless. It's kind of like, this is an unfair advantage, And the combo of the two of them is crazy. It's the two best players in basketball together on the same court playing off each other, right? So, you just go down the list of the iconic women that have come through that program. And, it's extraordinary. And, Gino and CD and all the staff should feel very proud of everything they've built around the brand. It's a system. What I hope at Madison Reed is to emulate a system that people that come to work here have life-changing experiences that are good in the world and they're better people for it. If you can have that impact in people's lives, then your life mattered. And lives need to matter, right?
Come on.
You have to have an impact every day, or why do it? And so,
right.
If what we do is give a little bit, if we sprinkle a little pebble into a pond and there's a ripple effect of goodness, and then people spread goodness, and then people that spread goodness, that's how the world changes. And we need it, man. We need it.
For sure.
We do. Is Claire still there? I just saw her walk by.
She's taken London out.
Oh,
So
I wanted to say
should
hi.
I tell the Claire Azzi story? Can I tell that, Azzi?
Please, I wasn't sure.
Of course.
Can we hype Claire up for a
We
second?
can hype Claire up. Claire
Okay,
needs
perfect.
the hype. Claire's really the brains behind the whole operation. Trust me. So when Azzi was here, Claire is as a artist, she's a painter, and she sells her paintings, and she's starting to. She has no confidence in it, which, like, if Azzi and I were, it's like nuts, right? And so Madison and Azzi are in the house because we have this little outdoor space, and they had been outside, and they came in the house, and Azzi's looking around at all these paintings. And so they have a conversation.
Beautiful. All of them.
And so Azzi's looking at this one that's pink, and
obviously pink.
Yeah, and she's looking at this one and looking at this one, and Madison comes out and whispers to Claire, "There's one painting that Azzi really likes. She likes that pink one." And Claire says, "Oh, great." And then we come back in the house when they were leaving and hug and a kiss, and Claire says, "You really like that painting?" "Oh yeah, I like it." So she left, and she looked at me and she said, "Let's wrap it up and send it to her."
Oh.
I'm on the podcast, Claire. I'm telling them all about your painting.
Hey, Claire.
Hello, Claire.
Ashanti saying, "Hey, Claire." It's her other host, who's adorable and wearing purple. She's so good. So good wearing purple. I mean, you had me at your jacket, man. And so, so we go to Katie and say, "What's an address that we can send Azzi the painting?" And Katie says, "Are you sure?" And we're like, "Yeah." So we sent it to her Irish papa.
Oh my goodness.
And Katie took a video of her unwrapping it. Azzi had no idea. She's like, "Why are you
I
filming?"
had no, I'm like,
She's like, "Why are you filming me?"
exactly what I said.
How daughters blow what to their moms. That's just normal. Like, what's going on here? Then she opened it. And
it's my first real piece of art in my room.
Uh-oh.
I was like, it's too nice to be. I feel like it's too nice for a college apartment,
No way. It's
look what
it's
it's
beautiful.
doing this year. It's giving you confidence and love. It's emanating those vibes. Like, get yours.
It is. It's the first thing I see when I wake up on my wall. That's
Eat,
exactly
Azzi.
what.
Eat.
So hip.
Yes, Amy.
So
yes.
I'm learning from you.
You're staying on top of that lingo.
I am. I'm trying. I have a lot of, I got a lot of 20-somethings that work for me. They got to relate to me. They're like, "Hey, you're a dinosaur." And I'm like, "Eat, eat, eat."
Don't let them talk to you like
That's
that.
right. Ashanti, you're going to come with me. You're going to.
I got your back.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Oh my goodness. Okay. Back to the basketball and business of things.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see a similarity between basketball and business?
Absolutely. I think that basketball is, it's team and it's learning the strengths of your teammates. And then, you're not going to throw the ball to the right if that's not good for them to get the ball on the right. So it's that having empathy, it's building a team, it's building camaraderie, and it's doing it together. And I think when you run a business, like, the most important thing is to build the team around you. And like, I know the things now that I really suck at, and I suck at a lot of things. And so
I don't believe
no,
it.
Believe that at all.
and so you build. This is actually, if I was giving anyone advice listening about a business, the problem with most businesses is a CEO or a founder doesn't recognize where they're not strong. So that it's what I call the ego gap. You try to convince yourself you're great at everything. So then you don't put enough great people around you. And if you don't put great people around you, you can't scale a business. Right. And so it's a lot of people don't know this, but I'm happy to talk about it. I have a coach. I have an executive coach that I meet with once a week. And I talk about problems and concerns I have and places that I need to develop in my own consciousness raising, and where I make mistakes and trying to understand them and build more resilience. And so I think it's very much like that, right? Because a lot of athletes have not just strength coaches or coaches to get them in physical strength, but you should have mental coaches who are helping you think through those challenges. And
I second that.
Yeah. So I think it's like anything else. Once you embrace you're human, all of us are human. We have a genius inside of us, and we have places that we're not as strong at. And life is, if I'm going to give you advice, life is all about one thing. Find that genius and don't do anything else. And because it's all about your happiness. And once you find that inside of you, that ignition point, then don't try to be something you're not. Just be you. You is great. You is perfect the way it is. So
you is all you got.
You got it. You know, don't try to be, what's that saying? Don't try to be anybody else they're already taken.
Yes.
Right? So
yes.
like when you find you and you just don't blame yourself and love yourself and you're happy with yourself and accept yourself. Life is all about finding that. If you can find that, that's what I want for my kid. That's what I want for Madison. I want her to find herself, whatever that thing is, and then just do it and be a happy, productive person in the world. So that's why I think business and playing sports, playing basketball are very, very similar.
I love that so much.
I'm taking notes.
See, what I see in Azzi that's happening is she's finding her.
Aww.
She's finding her. And that's why she's so talented, but also I can see you blossoming, right? Like you're finding you, not what your parents want, not what your friends want, not what your agent wants, not what Amy wants. What do you want? And then stand in that space, Azzi, and eat.
Oh my goodness.
And eat.
Hey,
that is exactly my goal right now. Find myself and eat.
You got it.
Couldn't have said it better, actually.
Eat cottage cheese, because we have this in common with each other.
My goodness.
Gosh.
We talk about
cottage cheese.
We talk. It's the perfect food.
Oh,
it is
my gosh.
Thank you.
It's the perfect food. It's like not even you can't even question.
At my match,
right? It's like the perfect food. You can eat it by itself. You can add things to it. It's got great protein. It's low in calorie. Like it's just magnificent. That's all it is, Azzi.
Amy, we were made for each other.
I know. She told me, she's like, I love she was, I know what. You were going back and making some cookies with KK after our photo shoot.
Oh,
and you're like, I go, what are you going to make cookies of? Because Claire's also a chef. I'm super lucky. And
Claire's a great chef, a phenomenal chef. Okay, sorry.
And you won Claire's heart, not just at the painting, but you ate every piece of the food that was on the table. You're like, is there more? This is crazy. It was like, whoa, wow, where's that going, man? And so you told me that you were going home to make cookies with KK. And I go, what kind of cookies? You go, I don't know, something with cottage cheese. And I thought, oh my God. I go, I love cottage cheese. And then we just were off. We were riffing. You don't like it, Ashanti. I think
I haven't tried it. I haven't tried it. Yes. I have never tried cottage cheese.
I'm gonna I'm getting your text number and I'm just gonna start. Did you try it?
Send her some recommendations.
Azzi, do you have her address? We got to send her some cottage cheese.
Oh my gosh.
I'm about to DoorDash you some cottage cheese right now.
And I'm going to FaceTime you while I try it. I said I would.
All right.
So I got you. So what's your go-to cottage cheese meal?
Oh, I have so many of them. It's crazy. For lunch a lot, I have that. If you haven't bought Good, that's the best kind. That's called Good. And I have that with poached eggs.
I heard you could eat it with eggs. Okay. Azzi, I would ask this question, but I feel like it's all of it. But go ahead. What's your go-to cottage cheese meal?
Anything, everything. I feel like I've been making a lot of bowls recently.
Yeah.
So
you put it at the bottom of the bowl. That's the bottom.
And I'll mix it. Yeah. With some quinoa, some spinach or mixed greens, and then whatever chicken, salmon, some other veggies and cottage cheese. You just mix her up and it's perfect.
Okay.
Claire puts tomato sauce and meatballs on it. Really
yum.
Yeah,
that sounds insane.
It's good.
Sounds like a perfect dinner right now.
Help.
Okay, so now it's time for our What the Fudd of the week. What the Fudd of the week. It's something that just made you go, what the Fudd? It can be good, bad, crazy, silly, whatever you want, as long as it made you go, what the Fudd? Who wants to start? Amy, you're going to start?
Yeah, I'll start. So I was in a restaurant the other day, having dinner with a bunch of friends, and the server was like from a different planet. And basically there were 5 of us. And so six of us. So we were trying to put a chair at the end of the table. And this guy was not having it. And we know the manager of the restaurant who came over and was trying to tell the server that it was perfectly fine. And the server's like, this is my station. And they just had like a huge thing. And like, we're all like the patrons, like looking at it. And so she won and let us put the chair there. And then he was not in a good mood. He was like throwing us attitude, shade the whole time. So anyway, it was kind of crazy. And I was like, the big bubble, what the FUD? That's what I thought.
That is over that? That's crazy. That he got so worked up over that.
Yeah, well, he was carving his space, man. His space in the world. I know. Just wasn't a good look.
What the FUD?
What the FUD?
Azzi, you have a what the FUD for us?
My what the FUD is the snowstorm that we just had.
Facts.
It was crazy. I love the snow though, so it was beautiful. And we went outside, we got to play in it, which was just like what's the word I'm looking for? It was like a wholesome moment. Being out there with your teammates, just literally playing in the snow, wrestling in the snow, throwing snowballs at each other. It was a lot of fun.
I think that's pretty good. I think my what the FUD's sad though, and I don't want us to end on that.
Go ahead. Tell us. Life's made of all sorts of things.
My what the FUD is Kobe passed 6 years ago today, but it'll be this week by the time this drops. So it's the Kobe anniversary. That's my what the FUD.
Not good.
I cannot believe it's been 6 years.
It's like you blink and it's been 6 years. Like time's moving super fast. And I just remember exactly where I was and what I was doing during that time. And I don't know, the spirit of Kobe came over the Lakers because they definitely won the championship that year too. So
they sure did.
That's my what the FUD of the week.
Absolutely.
Amy, thank you so much.
You are welcome so much. I loved it.
Yes, Amy, thank you so much for joining us today. This was amazing to get to talk to you, to get to have you on the pod. It's such an honor, and being someone that I look up to and aspire to be just half the person you are. It means a lot that you're here.
Love you, Azzi. And Ashanti, I didn't know you well, but I love you now too.
And listeners, thank you guys so much for tuning in this week. Don't forget to rate, review, and subscribe to FUD Around and Find Out wherever you get your podcasts. And we'll see you guys next week.